Hi, Michael. I love your vids. They continue to inspire me. I have a script I've written over the last 2 years, about 70 pages. How do I find the person I can pitch to? I'm currently a designer for Sony Pics, part of marketing, but I have no idea who to contact or put it in front of. So a couple of things. Is this a feature script? Because if it is, 70 pages seems really short to me. And you would know this if you've been reading a lot of feature scripts, which you should be doing, okay? But I don't know what you're writing. Who do you give it to? Anyone, dude. You give it to the woman you see in the parking structure. You give it to the guy in the commissary. Give it to your boss. Why? Because these people know people in the building. And a great script has legs. It travels. It'll find its way into the right hands. However, you may not have a great script. You may have a turd. And turds just lay there on the cold cement. No one wants to pick up a turd. So what do you have? Well, you got to ask someone you love and trust before you start giving it to the president of Sony. You know, you only have one shot to make a good first impression. They're not going to give you another shot. So before you do any of this, give it to a trusted friend, your mom, whoever. Ask them to read your script. Get some honest feedback. Did you love it? If they are not thoroughly engrossed, if they don't want to constantly rapidly turn the pages to find out what happens next, if they come back to you with anything that is short of glowing, like this is amazing, then you got a turd, unfortunately. Because it can't be good enough. It has to be excellent, or else it's just going to lay there. So find that out first. If they come back to you with anything like, well, I like this part, or I thought this character was interesting, not good enough. It has to be amazing. And writing takes a lifetime, okay? You may read stories of this woman, you know, she's 23 and she sold her first script. Right, but we don't know what her life has been up until this moment. She might have been one of these nerdy girls who had a book in her hands at every, that you couldn't pry out. And so this is a natural step, right? Me, as a child, I wasn't that reader, I was a writer. And my first story was Creep and Meep. First grade. You ever heard of it? No, it was terrible. But I was constantly writing. So writing is a lifelong journey, but that's okay. You have a lifetime. So continue just learning how to write. I got a free writing webinar. I do it every few weeks. I've done it on how I approach story as a professional writer. I did one last week on how I develop characters. And people were loving this, and it's free. Show up. The link is here or here. I don't know. The link is somewhere over here. Click it and sign up. And if you miss it, I will send you a free replay, which is good for 24 hours. But this is what help looks like. Sometimes I get approached by people who literally think like they want me to make their career. I'm going to read their script and option it or something. That's not what help looks like. Help is not me doing it for you. Help is me showing you what I've done and what I would do if I were you. That's what help is. So I am here to help if that's the help you want. Hopefully you want that kind of help. I'll see you at the webinar, all right? But congratulations to you for at least finishing this draft. A lot of people just talk about writing, so at least you're doing it, okay? I'll see you there at Michael Jamin Writer.